Hi everyone, this is a video about this Sony Walkman. The model number is WM-R202. This unit, it comes with a gumstick battery charger, whole battery charger, and then headphone and a AA battery connector and a gumstick battery connector, which is very rare, and the headphone, original headphone. And I have to tell you, the original headphone is really sound tinny and not really good at all. Anyway, these are never being used, bought by me, but at the point of purchase, the seller had been used them, so there are some signs of usage. And I have to tell you, this gum stick, this one, just this unit, that is a gum stick. And for those who don't know what gum stick batteries are, this is the gum stick battery, and this one is very rare. And this unit in itself, it goes for 20 up to 60 pounds, just this piece of plastic, just because how old this one is. This is from 80s and up to 85, and is very rare. So we are going to talk about that, why is rare. And this one is just a Sony gum stick battery charger that is in great condition, brand new, in sealed box, and in a brand new it has a brand new battery as well. So this is nothing so special. So we put this aside, and then we move on. I talked about the headphone, that the headphone is just ordinary headphone. Nothing special about this headphone, and to be honest with you, I never ever listen to this, to any of my Walkman with their original headphones, because they sound so tinny. So I put this aside as well, and we talk about this, and it's very rare. I have to tell you, if you find one of these that it comes with this, you spent colossal amount of money with this, because it shows that the person who kept this kept it in a perfect condition. And as you see, there is no signs of deoxidization and leakage or anything. So I put this one aside as well. So we are going to talk about the unit itself. These are, most of the time, if they are in a good position, a good condition, they come with a case. If they don't come with a case, it means the person abused them, and then they are full of scratches and so on and so forth. So this is the case. I just take the case away from here and put it aside here, and then I show you the item itself. This item is in near mint condition. The only thing, if I wanted to be honest with you, the only thing that is missing on this is the logo of Sony, red logo of Sony, that it says it's a Sony. there. I show you on my eBay site, on the eBay site, that I already plan to purchase one of these. So this is a second hand, but is in perfect condition. And the only thing that it was wrong with this was the belt was deteriorated and perished beyond point of, easy exchange of the belt. So when these ones, because of the age of them, the belt deteriorates, it become a mushy black gum like stuff that it goes everywhere, and inside here it goes everywhere as well. So you have to spend at least 2 hours of cleaning everything inside here, the capstans, and then all the gears inside and the motor and everything else. You have to spend a lot of time, but the changing of the belt is relatively easy. So this one is the battery compartment for the AA. I just put this gently over here without scratching it. OCD attack. Okay, we straight it. Okay, this is the AA compartment is in relative good condition. After I have cleaned it, I cleaned it inside out. There were some sign of, as at the point that I purchased this, there were some sign of oxidization and leakage all over. So I cleaned everything and now is in mint condition. And this AA compartment, it has a wall socket adapter jack, inlet jack as well, a 1.5 millimeter. And remember, this one is center negative. So never ever put a center positive in there. You're gonna mess up everything in there. And in terms of price, so I put this here. I have already wrote a battery in here, so I put a battery in there, and here under here there is a capacitor and all of these connectors. Okay, there's nothing under there because I have opened this and cleaned everything. So there is only one capacitor there, just a smoothing capacitor, just to clear up the DC voltage that is going to this beautiful unit. And because this unit is rather old, let me just put this case aside as well. Because this unit is rather old, from 80s, so in the 80s they didn't have any sort of sound processors for this. And this one is just operates on Dolby, and the Dolby is Dolby Type B, as you see here, Dolby Type B, and is recording, and the headphone and the metal and chrome or normal position. And I have to tell you that metal and chrome and normal, it works automatically, but metal you have to select it. And then you have the direction of the auto reverse here, and then here you have just selection of the reverse or forward by pressing this green button. Some of them they have a black button here, and then the battery operation here. And this unit, because it's rather old, the volume has been gone, the V of volume has been gone anyhow. And then on the other side, nothing. On the top we have recording, play, stop, and eject. On these, the eject is just a stop button, as it says here, a stop eject. and then forward and rewind, and then the lock button. And this lock button, it works when none of them is pressed down. So when you press it to lock, none of these are operational. So, and these are 202s. They have some indicator here, the green indicator for reverse and forward. When you reverse and forward them, is just the green indicator is moving there or there, and nothing else anywhere else. So let's install the battery, and the battery is just the connector is here. So this is the bottom of the battery, and then here you just have to align the top and press. So now the battery is installed, and because these ones they don't have any sort of sensor to realize that the tape is inside, if you press play, it will play, and it's very quiet. And I press the auto reverse now, because there is no tape in there, it just goes back to forward. And this is the problem with all of these, that in the first instance that you put a tape in there, it just goes to forward position. So always the forward position is deteriorated more than the reverse position. And this is the head inside. As you see, yeah, you can see the head. And the bottom part of the head is the forward, and the top part is the reverse. So now, this is it. And that is the green indicator for the direction of reverse or forward. And now, I have been very lucky to come across this unit. And the price of this unit, it differs from £299 in not working condition. I have to stress this, in not working condition or as a spare on eBay, and 400 up to £600 in perfect working condition. But with a caveat attached to this, that because is 80 year is from 1980s, so is nearly more than 40 years of age, so you cannot expect perfect working condition. If it's working, if the belt had been changed, or it has been serviced and cleaned thoroughly, you have to settle for that. You cannot expect this to work perfectly. And is the working the recording condition. And the recording condition, I have to tell you that the recording condition is always tricky, because the selector inside the PCB board always gathers some sort of dust, or somehow they are not as clean as they should be, and always they cause a little bit of deterioration and some noises, unwanted noises occurring when you are playing or you are touching this. Anyhow, these are all of my experiences that I'm telling you. Maybe you don't have these experiences, but I have to tell you that these are my personal, experiences that I came across when I was trying to, service this. after many years of use or many years of storage. So, and all of these buttons or switches, they have to be cleaned thoroughly because they gather some sort of unwanted, debris inside. So that is another one. And you have to clean inside both of these as a service procedure in order to, rule out any other, capacitors, problems inside of this. Anyhow, this item is in nearly mint condition, so the price that you are paying for this is the price of a history of Walkman, is not the price of the unit that is not working or is old or something. Because if you go on internet and search for these items, there, I promise you, you cannot find more than a handful, maybe 5. And if you are really lucky in China or Japan, maybe you can all together internationally you can find 10 of these, because whoever that has this unit, they won't sell it. They know the price of this and they know the value of this. Anyhow, now after my rant, it's time to play something with this unit. So is the head feeder. So first head, and then you just close it, and then we put the headphone jack in there, and now we press play. Ready, steady, go.
What's your name?
And everything in here is really sharp, and even the head is in very good condition. I show you the quality of reverse and forward, as this unit hasn't been used as much. So listen to the quality right now, and this is the green indicator that I showed you. Okay, now I change it.
Inside the pots, and I'd wash.
As you see, there is no difference, because the person who had this hadn't been using this as much, so the head is preserved. So if you come across this unit, pay as much as moderately £350 happily. But if you have to pay up to £500 for the collectors, worth every penny. In this condition, with the gum stick, the storage battery compartment. So now let's rewind it. Oh, I have to tell you. Listen, these are rather, because they are old, you play it And look, the direction that is playing is this side, yeah? And when I stop it and press rewind, it goes forward. Because it doesn't have the logic transport system. Because of that, rewind always act as rewind, and forward always act as forward. So if you are playing the reverse and you want to rewind it, you have to press forward. Look at this. It turns that way, yeah? Because the head is in here. Yeah? And now, if I press rewind, it goes that way. Look at this. It goes this way. You see? And if you press forward, look, it goes to rewind. So remember this, because they don't have the logic transport system. And it is really strong as well, if you want to, you know. You see, forward is taking it to reverse end of this tape. So these are the quirks of this. These old Walkmans, that they don't have the logic system. The logic system, it knows when you are reversing and pressing forward, it knows that it has to turn the reverse to forward, forward to reverse, and another stuff. That because of all of this, that it doesn't have auto stop. It just cuts off the power, as you see. Let me just show you. I just forward it and reverse it. Look at the light here. You see, it turns off the light, but it doesn't turn off the functionality of the reverse or forward. So because of that, you have to be careful when you're going to the end of the tape. It doesn't auto stop it. Let me just show you as well. Okay. Let me just auto reverse it. Look. Now it's going this way, and when it's going to the end, it just does the auto reverse, but it just doesn't the reverse and forward auto stop. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video, and informative, and you know, somehow useful. Until my next video, take care of yourself and each other, and as always, have a great time.